Europe, how's everybody doing? I want to say thank you and I appreciate every single one of you have subscribed, like, and comment on the channel. I want to apologize from earlier. I downloaded a video, then the ending was missing. I didn't realize that until I watched the video on the big TV in my house. I was watching and I realized that. So that's why I had to delete it. I'm re-downloading today at some point, so my apologies. Thank you for the support, my love and respect. Let's get it. Yep, welcome to the channel. All about the society, Mac Doctor in the house. What's going on, my peeps? Today we're working on the AK truck. We're going over a few things that I'm doing on the truck, future plans, what I'm doing. But I want to start first with saying thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed, like, and comment on the channel. Without further waiting, let's get to it. Alright boys, so we're doing a quick update on the EK truck. Last time that you guys see me, we worked on this. You see after the seam seal fiberglass, you can't even tell. Still got a little bit here that I had to fix, like I said, but the patching stuff is done. We got like a little bit of scratches that we got to go over with some filling. I'm not concerned about down to the final touches, but overall the rocker panel, it looks dope. It's fixed and it's sealed. So we're moving along. This video, I'm not doing any body work on this. I'm trying to see if today we could resolve the issue with making the tailgate drop pause, which nothing special. I thought about using door hinges, but I had these hinges from EG, so I'm gonna share this with you guys. These are EG hatch rear door hatch latches pause. I had this for the Wolverine for the longest. That little froze up, I got them frozen, but this is the game plan with them. See. On EG they go like this, right? So this part is closed. I said, well, if the tailgate will be closed, so this part is gonna go underneath the tailgate of the EK truck in order to close in full. So it will be something like this, right on these spots. I'm gonna drill the holes so I can put the screws right through it on both sides. I'm gonna remove the locking mechanism because I'm not gonna need that in the future no more. So that's the game plan. Once that this is in there, it's a matter of just C20 in it where I need it to be flush. I might have to put a piece of square iron tubing along across in order to mount this and mount it to the frame. I haven't crossed that bridge yet, so we'll see. What I did over here, I did my markings because of what I do know. If you guys know a little bit on trucks, they've got sort of an indentation in order for the door to collapse, open, and close without having to get stuck on any bumper. And if y'all see OEM, we got this design. So I'm gonna try to cut it as much as I can. I might just remove the bumper and stuff first before we do cutting, but I just did the outlining. I'm gonna future cut it just so I have a reference guy. And yeah, I'm gonna remove this bumper out of the way. This bracket somebody done welded. See these nasty ass weldings for the bracket, so that's something I'm definitely gonna have to remove in order for the tailgate, the open and close. So we're gonna have to eventually cut this section, and this is gonna have to get removed out of here in order for the bracket get mounted someplace there, flush. So that's the bridge that we gotta close today. So let me get inspired, motivated. And if you like this build so far, come on, smash that like. Give your boy a thumbs up, man. You know this build has been stressful, not just a walk in the park. So with that being said, let's get it. Alright boys, quick tip my neighbor gave me. Usually you sink this in oil, PV blaster, WD-40, whatever. He told me to put this in water. There's some OG dude told him to do that. That he used to do stuff like that back in the days. I was a little skeptical. I put it in maybe for about 15 minutes. Pause on the 15 minute, put it in par. And whoop, besides I dropped them, I could do it with one hand. This is just one of them so far. So the technique with the water was applause. You learn something new every day, that's it. Who would have thought that putting something that rusted on water is gonna derust it and get it on lac back. Now we could lubricate it the proper way and proceed to install it. Still got one more to go, so let's get it. Alright, so I'm gonna start removing the bumper first. It's simple. One screw on the other side. We got a zip tight previous from when I put it back in a rush before. So we're gonna remove the bumper so we could estimate what we were gonna do next. Top off. Got a screw on this side. Feel like a janitor, boys. Got many keys. Necessary things. Got a screwdriver. Take that off. Simply leave it there. Two things we gotta clean up here. I know for a fact one thing I have to remove right now in order to put them brackets. It's gonna be this bumper support, which helps the bumper there, which we're not gonna need, so it's gonna mount pretty much with the bracket under the tail light. Then whoever owned it before me, they welded this in here. So I gotta have the pressure now, break up the weld. I'm gonna use a vice grip, trying to break off the welds, back and forth motion. Pretty much no safety. I still want to save these pieces in case I need it. And just like that, line it up. Alright, with the bumper and the bumper support bar, pause, remove. This is looking ugly, I know. Yeah, already know I'm gonna address it. Will not look like that. We got a piece of the bumper left over here that I gotta clean up, and this side is clean already, so it makes no sense they left it there. So those are things I'm gonna clean up. Just like over here with the tow hook used to go, it's broken. So I'm gonna simply just seal it up, make it look nice. Undecoated primer, you already know. But what we're checking right now is just to see where the mounting parts will be located at, which I estimate is gonna be something like this. Because we could probably just tag on real quick and simply mount on the tail hatch and hope that will have the function that we need of closing and folding the correct way. And if it's aligned by a little bit, I won't be mad too much, because this is meant for an EG. But if it worked on EG, it should work on the EK truck. So it's a matter of just figuring out how we're gonna do. Excuse me. proper way to connect them is like this. So these two screws will go to the door. Pause. Kind of hard to do one hand, but I'll show you. And this is the part that flaps down. That will make it functional. You see how it just dropped completely? So yeah, I gotta measure where exactly it's gonna be, because I was assuming, well, I'm assuming that goes here. So I gotta see where that lands within this area here, and if we could put it with a few bolts real quick to see our theory, and down the road possibly weld it if we have to weld it, whatever. But we will be attaching this door hatch and make it functional on this video. Yeah, two wheel brothers are killing me today, man. Anyway, so I was trying to say, let's try to see where's the best move here, and simply just get it done. Today's video, I will be happy just to drop down the hatch. It'll be one more thing on the checklist that's big that I like to get accomplished. Most people, they will use weld shot that door there and that's it. You won't see it. You know, what's the sense? If it's a truck that's supposed to be somewhat functional, it's gonna be functional. So it's a big part of it. So remember, 92 to 95 EG hatch, rear door, trunk, latch doors, or doors, latches, whatever. In this case, for this build, to make the door collapse for the EK truck. So I'm gonna pursue it, start measuring, so I could start putting some bolts here, bolts there, and from there we see how things is looking like. So let's get it. Alright boys, so one thing that I did, I took one of them and I sort of measured them, what they gonna be. It's gonna be something like that. Pause. So I marked it where my hose is gonna be, where I'm gonna put it, you know, bolt it on pretty much. I could have simply welded it, but I just gonna bolt it on better so it's faster, a little cleaner. In case we have to do a little modification, last minute thing. So simply place that was gonna be best in the center. Mark the outside so do not move. So I have, you know, the perfect outlining to the two corners. And once you got that, simply trace out the center. So you need your hole. Pause. Pause on the hole. Yeah. Mark down where we're gonna do the holes again. Maybe something like that. I'm gonna remove the locking mechanism. Place two bolts on each side, and which will have this on. Then from there, I'm gonna see if I could have space over here where I could do the same. Pull two bolts to the back. If I have to weld it, I'll weld it, but I'm trying to do my best to do it with just straight bolts. So, yeah. Let me drill down holes, get the brackets installed, and I'll come back to you guys. Let's get it. Alright boys, you're looking at your EK carcass, what used to be EK trunk, now EK Civic truck trunk lip. I removed the plastic from here, which is where the license plate used to go, with the locking mechanism. Took out the 50/50 lights, took all that. At the end, we're gonna make a cover plate here, and we're gonna do a delete plate for this, so the lights is not gonna be here. Might not even put the license plate here after or no more. So it's gonna be nice and sealed, body work done. Remove the lock because it's not gonna have a purpose no more, so that's why I remove all of that. Remove the 50/50 lights and the lights. especially this one because they were gonna get covered with the delete plates. 50/50s, I could put them back. It's just so they didn't get burned down when I start welding. And for one that we start doing the plate for over here at the top as well to finally cover it. But being that today we bring the latches on it, so that's a process that we have to do in order to do the rest. I'm gonna drill the holes so I can install the latches and see how they work on prior in the car before installing it. So let's get it. All right, boys, after we mounted the door latches, been trying to break my head here how to mount this. I know this was not gonna be 100% fitment because it's not meant for any EK. It was meant for an EG. EG and EK body wise is way different. Disregard the looks in this. This is gonna get taken care of course. The job today is making door latches and a door to make it functional and make it collapse down like a truck. I had a little situation that I mounted them, and story short, they was sticking out at least 1.5 feet. I mean 1.5 apologies. 1.5 inches farther than this body line, so it looked crazy. As you guys see, I got it mounted there through the inside with washers, both sides, same in both sides, so that's not going anywhere. That was the best bet. Rather than weld it, we made her somewhat more OEM in case we have to remove in the future. However, this usually go forward with this part forward, so I mount back. So I have to mount them back the opposite side in order to have clearance. Now I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with and what I'm gonna have to work with coming up so that you guys get it. All right, being that I put the latches the opposite, this will almost sit flush there to the point they fight back then a few things with a hammer, grind down, I could get it to fit flush. So what I'm gonna use right in that shape, you guys see how that is not flat against the body like it should. So I'm gonna put a simple piece of angle iron there, bolt it down to the other side, bolt it down to this side, and hopefully that should give her the door latch collapse effect. So let me see if I could get a piece of angle iron, get it bolt on, and I'll show you guys what it's looking like. Let's get it. All right, boys. It's nothing welded, nothing mounted, and I want to show you guys how flush this is gonna look. Like I said, this is just put on in place, the brackets is in place. I happen to bend the base over here. I would have to cut it off, but I don't like cutting too much with metal because it loses the integrity and the strength in the metal. So I simply took a mallet, bend it in like you would on a fender quarter panel and rolled it in. So I made the strength back here. That way so I have the clearance for the bracket to fold back and forth. Now, tomorrow, I'm gonna cut a piece of angle iron, simply install it here as best as I could, bolt it on, and that's gonna be pretty much our mounting place for trunk leg. Apologies, kind of a tongue twister. Trunk leg. So far so good. Start a little bit late, but so far this is what we're looking like. Like I said, I took out the 50/50 lights. I'm gonna have a plate that's gonna cover all this, and of course we're gonna have the closing plate over here to finish this up. But I want to do the hinges situation so that we can move on with the rest of the body. So if we get to do this in this video, I'm gonna have possibly the metal welder here covering up the license plate delete, and possibly I'm trying to do the top over here as well. If I can in this video, I probably will do it next time, but I'm trying to do at least as much body work I can on this so we could finish it. I'm trying to push it to trying to see if we could take it to HD. I changed my mind. I'm gonna try to take it. I'll put you guys a little bit more into it as time goes. Right now, right, I put my my work in, stop the talking, you know what I'm saying, and just put in the work so that we can all see the results at the end. So with that being said, I'll come back tomorrow and pick this up. Let's get it. Alright boys, so it's the next day. I've been working out on things here. This is the board, we're gonna go here. As you guys see, I had to cut a square because that piece used to like make it pop off, pop out. The bar wouldn't fit in place. Alright, so I end up cutting some smaller pieces from the corner so it'd be flusher. Should be flush. Do a real quick test. And of course, this is gonna get bolt on. Pretty flush, which our base should mount that real quick. So I'm gonna test fit it, trying to run some screws real quick in the best places, and I'll show you guys what we're looking like. So let's get it. All right, boys. As I mentioned, I was gonna clean this up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just cleaned out the rods, the old nasty weld somebody had done. As I had to cut here, you guys see the space that I had to clean up. Over here, we cleaned it up. So I'm just gonna quickly prime it or undercoat it so we have more protection on it, and then we can move on with the rest. Let's get it. All right, this is what we're looking like with this being out of the way. Look a lot more cleaner. Doesn't have to look show quality. Just clean off that we don't see the rod bending over and stuff like that, that we see more cleanness at the end of the whole car underneath, and the sides I'm doing on the coating like that. So this parts, they are paintable once it's dry. So if your choice is to paint any color match, you could do that as well, but I might leave that, being you're not gonna see it on the coated black, so look cleaner along with the under fenders and stuff like that. We'll let it dry and we'll come back and do the installation. All right, boys, so we're making progress. Everything over here is dried up. I done mounted it with bolts through the other side, obviously. That's how it's set in so far. That's how it's supposed to mount. So far we're looking at mount adjustments. It's a little off there, a little off on the other side, but I still haven't pulled my bolts or anything or drilled the holes. It's just to show you guys that that's so much closer. Looking dope. So I'm gonna figure a little bit more adjustments till I could get it pretty much near flush, and from there, you know, drill the holes, bolt it on, adjust it, and show you guys the functioning, closing, and opening, hopefully. So cross your finger for your boy. All right, boys, so we basically done. Excuse my crazy hair. I'm in one of them hair days, you see. Oh, it's so good. Tailgates installed, finally done, bolted on. I gotta do my adjustments, but I still got work to do. For today's goal is done, so I showed you guys. In the future, we move on to finishing up the rest of the body work on that, and that should conclude with it. Let's get it. All right, moment of truth, boys. We need my adjustments, but today's project was to make the tailgate functionable as the drop down and closing and opening tailgate like a truck strip. Ready for this? Check it out, boys. Just like that. Well, as you guys see, it's done. Tailgate drops back down now. I have to work in the future. Might have to put more bolts to make it more stronger, because it does got a little flexibility, as you guys see, but nothing crazy. This closes and opens like it should. This is not something that people gonna sit down here. They're gonna put any weight in the box or anything itself. This is more for show, so that when we show the truck, it shows that it's a functional tailgate. You know, I think it's pretty dope. Simple DIY. Took me forever, to be honest. The whole 7 months I was trying to break my head how to do this, and every day I was just keeping it until finally, you know, I got it. So thank God for saving parts. Again, 92 to 95 EG rear trunk latch door hinges, make them custom, and here you go. It makes our tailgate. Pretty dope, boys. Picture all done all body work finish. A player somehow in there, but regardless, basically the whole back is done. Minor stuff. In the next video I'll finish that up, doing the rest of the body work. Then the next video after that we move down to the quarter panel on that side, whatever little bit we have to do so we can knock it down, and then whatever little stuff we'll pick it up and it should be done. But I'm stoked, boys. I still gotta work the situation with the bumper. I don't know if I gotta trim it in the middle to slide in now those spots. That's something that worked down the road. For now, the trunk is done. You guys might witness. The truck is looking pretty dope. Now it really self its function. That's a truck. Not so much for the look. Like I said, I could have been welded. Like I seen people that weld their chop with Bondo. But it takes away from the build because it do not makes it functional. At least like this, whether I use it or not, it shows that I went to the effort to make the tailgate actually functional like a tailgate should work. So we're gonna wrap it up with this one, boy. I'm gonna sauce it. Seems like it's gonna pour. Wanna cover the truck before it gets poured down. Ruin my work. So we're gonna cut it short for this one. Till the next time, thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting. Peace.